Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be making a video of one of my custom air guns. So over the months, I've been getting a lot of questions about my custom 2240 pistol. This is it right here. So in today's video, I am going to be answering some of the questions for you guys and be showing you the parts that I'm using. So I know that's what some of you guys want to know. So I've had a few questions about this gun. One of the questions was I using a high pack? A high pack is a small reservoir you insert into the tube and basically use as a PCP instead of CO2 cartridges. PCP would give you a little bit more energy, more power out of it. But no, this does not have a high pack. This is a steel tube from here, you can see. And yeah, in today's video, I'm going to be answering some of the questions for you guys. One of the other questions that I was asked is, how am I getting so much power out of this gun? This is a 14-inch barrel. You can see 14 inches. And this thing is producing 40 foot-pounds. 40 foot-pounds in 14-inch barrel is quite a bit, actually. It's a lot of energy for this little pistol to be making. There is some PCP air rifles that can't even push 40 foot-pounds with a longer barrel. And this little thing is doing it pretty easily. So yeah, I am going to be taking this gun apart, show you guys the pieces that I'm using or the parts that I'm using for this, and talk about why it's making so much power out of it. And yeah, I hope you guys do like the video. If you guys do like the video, go ahead and give it a like, and yeah, let's get to it. So I guess first, I'll talk about the parts that I'm using for this gun, and then I'll go ahead and disassemble it. I'm not going to be showing the video of me disassembling because for a few different reasons, obviously. But yeah, this gun has a Crosman 22 caliber barrel. It's 14 inches. I am using two barrel bands, one here and one here. I also do have, let's see, a steel breech. You can see this is a steel breech. Do have a custom bolt for this, so this thing here, and also I have the original bolt that comes in here. Hopefully you guys can see. So this is just the original one. I wasn't able to use the aftermarket one or the custom one because it's a little bit too long. It didn't work, so I'm still using the short one, which works pretty good. Yeah, basically this gun is made out of a Benjamin Discovery air tube. So this air tube here was cut down to length and machined to actually fit all these parts on here, basically. So one of the machinists here locally did this for me. He did a awesome job, pretty good job, I would say. And yeah, this is the end cap of the Benjamin Discovery field probe. And he also did make a gauge port so I can see what the pressure was in the tank, but I went ahead and removed it, so I don't have really anything showing the pressure on here. And yeah, I have this adjustable power level here. This is your stock 2240 pistol grip. I do have this very nice sight on here, just a Tasco, very cheap sight, but it works very nice. This thing has the power output, so let's see if I can show you. Let's see. So this thing can go bright, really bright, or it can go really thin. So let me, you guys can see. This is a very nice red dot sight. I think it was only $60, which is pretty good. I've seen some way more expensive than that. And being adjustable for red dot brightness, it's pretty good. I do have a Donny FL adapter for the LDC on here as well. And yeah, I do have a slingshot hammer in here that I made myself. I copied it from someone else. And I do have a powerhouse valve in here. That's why it's making a lot of power. It's $120 for the valve itself. Yeah, I do have a small plenum for the regulator on here, so very small plenum, and then I do have a small regulator that is somewhere right here. I do have this gun set at 120, 130 bar, and it is giving me about 6 shots with the JSB Hades at 860 feet per second, 880. So yeah, this is pushing about 28 foot-pounds out of it. It's pretty good, you know. I can go ahead and remove the regulator and just get 40 plus foot-pounds in 22 caliber, which is a lot of energy, I would say. Yeah, let me show you something pretty cool right now. So since this is a balanced valve, the valve does not need to be hit very hard to open. It opens very easily. So let me show you this right here. So basically, it's cocked. It's not cocked. Check this out. Hopefully you guys can hear this. Okay, so wait. All right, so now the hammer has a little bit of tension on here, not too much, but here we go. So I barely even cocked it. It's not even full cocked yet. So the hammer barely even hitting the valve made it open just a little bit. Here we go again. It's not even full cock. This is full cock. That is full cock. So there you go. Yeah, and it goes soft just a little bit. So you can imagine when this thing is, the hammer is very stiff on this, very strong. You can imagine what this little thing can do. So yeah, let me go ahead and take this gun apart and show you all the parts that make it work. So yeah, here we go. All right, before I go ahead and disassemble my 20 to 40 custom pistol, I want to go ahead and show you something else as well. I've shown this before on my YouTube channel quite a bit. So this here is my Benjamin Discovery Benjamin Maximus Slash. It has a 177 caliber barrel, 27 inches, 700 millimeters, and it does have a powerhouse valve as well. It does not have a regulator on here, and I do have an adjustable cocking action hammer thing on here, and the trigger is very nice because I'm not even putting any pressure on the hammer, not even, just very little hammer tension on here. All right, so here we go. This little pistol makes 40 foot-pounds in 22 caliber with no regulator, right? That's a 14-inch barrel. What do you guys think this gun makes with a 177 27-inch barrel? So now we're talking about what? A few more inches than 14 inches. 14 inches versus 27 inches. What do you guys think this gun makes in 177 caliber? This thing will make 70 foot-pounds. 70 foot-pounds in 177 caliber. That is freaking insane. I've seen a few guns making 50 foot-pounds, 55, even 60. But I haven't seen any yet making 70 foot-pounds. And this little thing can do 70 foot-pounds. And I actually do have it kind of set up. I still need to do more testing with it, obviously, because I haven't really had time to really test it as much as I would like to. I've went ahead and shot it a few times, but I wasn't getting very good results. But once I do start making my own 177 caliber slugs, and I can make them pretty heavy, like 24 grains in 177 caliber, then we will take this puppy out and shoot her, see what kind of results we can get out of her. But yeah, 70 foot-pounds in 177 caliber. That's pretty insane. Alright guys, before I even start taking my gun apart, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet, and if you guys do like these kind of videos, comment down below and I will go ahead and maybe make more if you guys are interested in these videos. But yeah, here we go. Here we have all the parts of the gun. I am going to start basically putting this thing how it goes, so you guys have a better idea of like all the parts basically. So this is basically how this thing goes, something like this. You got this thing here, it goes in here, you got this thing in here, you got the regulator, and then you have the main valve that goes in here as well. And that is basically it. That is all the parts basically. I do have, this is for the fuel probe that goes here. This is for the side cocking action, which goes here as well. And yeah, let me give you a closer look into the parts basically. Some of the parts that you guys might be really interested in is basically this thing here. This is what makes all the gun go together basically. This is basically a Benjamin Discovery air tube that has been machined for all the parts to fit on here. This is for the end cap here. Hopefully you guys can see this well. Basically just turn it on here and it's good to go. So yeah, this is the valve here. You guys can see this is the valve. This is the transfer port for the screws. Transfer port. This is the custom transfer port for this. This is very large. You can see this basically is a spacer to cover this hole here, which goes something like this. So you guys can see it covers the hole like this. This is a Huma regulator in here. It's set at 130 bar. And yeah, this is my custom hammer. You guys can see it's been machined. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then this is a different hammer that hasn't not been modified yet. So let's weigh them out so you guys can see a little bit. Hopefully you guys can see very well. So this is the original hammer. Let's see how much it weighs. So we have grains. (901 grains), 902 grains. This is the modified one. 780. So about 120 grains less. A little bit lighter of a hammer spring here. Hammer, I mean. This is my hammer, slingshot hammer system for the spring. Basically, as you guys can see, this goes in here basically, and then before the hammer is released, it won't have any more tension on here, basically like this, so the hammer can go back and hit this, and then basically not to bounce and not to waste a lot of air. So yeah, this is how it works. Very simple. I did copy this from someone on YouTube. And yeah, I did copy that, like I said. This is the Crosman 22 caliber barrel, 14 inches. You can see this has been modified here, flat, for the transfer port in here. Basically just put it on like that, and this thing goes right in here. You can see this is some hard plastic, your normal 2240. And yeah, that's basically it, guys. That is basically it. You guys have been wanting to know where I got this from. Like I said, this is a Benjamin Discovery tube cut down to the certain length I wanted to, and I had a machinist basically copy all the parts in here, all these holes. And yeah, so that is the gun, that is the parts of it. This is the Tasco that I'm running. Like I said before, I do have this little adapter thingy on here, your standard 2240 steel breech, and this is the standard fuel probe and a custom bolt action thing, whatever it's called. It just goes on here, and yeah, that's basically it.